I am going on a pretty long trip this summer, and as a frequent travel journaler, I decided to take you along with me as I prepare for my travel journal setup and all the supplies that I will be needing when I'm away. So let's get going. So to start off, we need the journals. This is the one that I have been using for a couple of trips now. It is a Moleskine journal. It comes in a pack of 3. I got it on Indigo for all my Canadian people out there. And I really like it because it's small. It has a dotted notebook or like dotted pages in it, and it has a pocket in the back, except this one I like cut into it, so ignore that. But it's a really great size for this, and I was able to fit 2 trips worth of travel journaling in here in the past. If you guys do want to see a flip through of this one, I have a video up on my channel. It's pretty cool, and it has lots of fun memories. And yeah, so I'm going to be using an entire journal just because this trip is like a month long, so I thought that that would be a good amount of journal space to allot for that amount of time. So the pocket is nice because I'm able to collect things and use them as I go along and journal in my trip. And before I leave, I like to go on Pinterest and find some photos of all of the places that I'm going. Because I've done a lot of research already, I kind of know what I'm looking for so that I'm able to have photos to represent the things that I am doing and seeing. And the reason I do this is because I want to be able to journal in real time and have the photos already with me. So the photos that I take are kind of a separate thing, and this is just more so to represent and like add visuals along with all of the writing and journaling that I do. So I am going through all of this, just finding some photos on Pinterest and Google Images and copying any ones that I like into a Word document, and then I am going to print those out in color so that I can use that later on. So to kind of explain my process, I am going to be using these photos along with things that I collect while I'm traveling. I used to just do like things that I collect, such as like pamphlets and like wrappers from food and stuff like that. But some places were just like not super touristy that I have been to, and it was difficult to find things that I could be putting into my journal. So this was a good alternative to kind of use in combination. And then I like that I can combine them, and I think it just looks more like crafty and collage-like. You can also do this on photo paper, but I found that in the past it was just a little bit too bulky for those little journals, and this works well just on regular printer paper. I also have considered purchasing a Polaroid camera so that I was able to like print the photos in real time, but I do like the option of having these little photos just because it takes up less space, and then I'm able to include more of them at a time. And here are all the photos cut out. This did take a while because I had quite a few, but I'm going to Eastern Europe this summer, which will be super fun. So they're kind of mixed together right now, so hopefully I'll be able to sort them a little bit later when I am there and wanting to use the photos. So I guess I probably could have helped myself out a little bit and sorted them a bit better, but this will be totally fine. I travel pretty light with just a carry-on, so I'm going to only be taking this one pencil case full of things. So this one is just my regular school pencil case that I'll just convert to my art stuff for my travel journaling. So I am going to be bringing a variety of Tombow markers. I think I might remove some of them after filling everything up, but I like these because they are dual-ended. So one tip is a brush marker and then one is a finer tip, so I'm able to use them for multiple things. I tried to like pick neutral-ish colors so that I was able to use them in coordination with like a bunch of different color schemes and stuff. So I think I might end up removing a couple, like I said, but we'll see. In the past, I usually bring like about 10 markers, and then that seems to be okay. So like lots of greens and blues and tans, just so that they match the most amount of things as possible.
Finally getting married.
I also like to bring these Tombow calligraphy pens. I am bringing one in black, one in brown, and one in gray. These are great for some simple lettering and like titles. So they look like this. I use them all the time in my videos, and I've had them for such a long time and they are still working great. I do find that the colored ones, like the gray and brown one, don't have as great of a longevity as the black one does, but they're still good. I'm also going to be bringing some washi tape. I think I am going to decrease the number of rolls I'm bringing after I did fill up my pencil case, but I like this to tape on photos, add some extra details and stuff. And again, just like the markers, I recommend going for as neutral colors as possible. I will not be bringing scissors because I'm taking a carry-on only, but this would be great if you were to check a bag. And these scissors were just so cute and little. I do also like bringing some type of scrapbook paper, usually like some brown craft paper is nice because it matches really well with everything. So I'm just going to be taking a sheet of that. Other than that, I'll just be using things that I find while I'm there. So I'm just going to be putting that into my pocket in the back. I am bringing some whiteout for the journaling parts just because I make mistakes and I get really annoyed when I have to like scribble it out and it looks messy. And then of course you must bring a glue stick. That's like the most important thing. And then some tape is also good. This tape is not fitting very well, so I might end up just taking the glue stick, but we'll see. And then of course we need something to journal with, so I'm using these black Muji gel pens. These are my absolute favorites and they work so well because they don't smudge, and I love how fine the point is. So those are all of the art supplies and journal supplies that I will be bringing. I am bringing a pencil as well, just in case, you never know. And it was like a little bit of a tight fit, so I think I will be removing some of the Tombow markers and washi tape. And to store all of the photos, I am going to just stack them up and paper clip them and then put them into a plastic bag so that I'm able to protect them as best I can until I use them. I also could put them in the pocket in the back, but it was getting a little bit tight with the craft paper that I added, so this will probably work a little bit better. And here's the stack of everything that I'm bringing. So I have my journal, my pencil case, and then the bag with the photos, and then I ended up also putting the scrapbook paper in there. And here's just some inspiration for some travel journaling. And if you want a better look at some ideas and spread ideas, I will link the flip through down below. But as you can see, I just really like to combine everything that I find with my journaling of what I'm doing, and then also the photos that I print out prior to going. And it's just a really great way to look back at memories. It's also fun to include like pressed flowers and stickers afterwards. And I always like doing it as I go. For some people this might not be fun because it does take a little bit of time, but for me it's well worth it, and it's something that I enjoy doing at the end of the day to reflect on all the fun things that I did. So that is it for today's video. Hopefully this was helpful to watch. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. To an angel in human form, but I still think